Of all the issues I've ever discussed on this show, and that's all of them over a long time, the ones that have gotten me the most hate, health issues, like obesity. Like that is the ultimate third rail.
Yeah.
Like when I did it, even other anchors would call me up and say, I can't believe you talked about that. Yeah, because you have to talk. How can you not talk about it?
You're about to see something you never thought possible. Bill Maher and Chris Cuomo actually agreeing on something. And not just anything. They're both showing support for Trump's Make America Healthy Again initiative. I know. It sounds unreal. The crowd couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And trust me, you're about to be just as surprised. Let's jump right into it.
Cuomo and the podcast, the Chris Cuomo Project, Chris Cuomo. Okay. Okay, here are the questions for panel. Has Trump's victory emboldened young misogynists like Nick Fuentes, who posted a video telling women, your body, my choice? Oh, well, that's rapey. Yes, that's horrible. I vote horrible. Any dissenters?
Terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Okay, well, Nick
He also weirdly turned on Trump at some point during the campaign and said he was going the other direction. And now he's like...
And then he pepper sprayed a lady, which is really alpha.
Yeah, very...
I mean, look, the Democrats have had their people, but I mean, there's just a lot of people in that administration that have women issues.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Glad we all agree on that. Does AOC removing pronouns from her Twitter bio signal that she may be moderating some of her positions? I didn't know that happened, and baby steps is all I can say is.
At least she didn't leave the platform.
She's been listening to people. She's been saying, because I think she's smart, she's been saying to Trump voters who voted for her and Trump to explain why and tell why they split their ticket. It's been very interesting.
Yeah, I think that she owns her own positions. You may not agree with them, but there's an authenticity to it. I think people resonate off that. Look, I think, Doc, that's one of the reasons that you were so blow away in your interview with Bill and why the book is doing so well, is that it just rings of being, I don't have your sophistication, but if it makes sense, to this salami on top of my shoulders, it is very impressive to people, and it's great to hear it. I just wish you were more involved with the administration.
Well, maybe she will be. I mean, your brother is, right? Isn't he closer to RFK?
He's been very involved.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but I think there's something happening right now where I think there's been a lot of polarization and the algorithms are fueling it. But I think we're seeing a thread happening where authenticity and truth, people respond to it. And I think, a lot of people thought that there was no chance that Trump could win another election. But I think the assumption that Americans are stupid and they don't understand things, they rejected that. And they said, we're gonna come out and sort of vote for people who trust us to make nuanced decisions and have nuanced ideas. So
that Make America Healthy Again, those suburban moms, is an underrated part of the electorate, and it is going to change the coalition and possibly the way that Trump governs, as we're already seeing.
I've got to say, I actually agree. The Make America Healthy Again slogan is brilliant. Right up there with Make America Great Again. Both are catchy, simple, and hit home. And honestly, this might be one of Trump's smartest moves yet. He's always had trouble winning over suburban moms. My favorite voting group. Kidding. Kind of. But this message could really reach them. Think about it. He's saying, you might not like everything I say, but I care about your kids' health. That's powerful. Moms don't want to spend hours reading labels and Googling every strange ingredient just to feed their families. I just want to buy a loaf of bread that's actually bread. Is that really too much to ask? Oh, and before we continue, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment saying Make America Healthy Again. I'd really appreciate the support. Now, let's get back into it.
Democrats became the party of, you can't say that. You can't talk about crime and immigration because it's racist. You can't talk about trans issues because trans kids will kill themselves. You can't talk about the COVID vaccine because it means you want kids to have measles. And it's like, a bunch of people went, you're full of shit.
Nothing,
I'm allowed to deny our truth.
Nothing scares people like health. Of all the issues I've ever discussed on this show, and that's all of them over a long time, the ones that have gotten me the most hate, health issues, like obesity. Like that is the ultimate third rail.
Yeah.
Like when I did it, even other anchors would call me up and say, I can't believe you talked about that. Yeah, because you have to talk. How can you not talk about it? I mean, it's the number one health factor in this country. So
gives you a disconnect, and I'll give you an interesting thing that MK will understand immediately. When you're looking at focus groups, okay, for a campaign or a candidate, right? Very often, you will, for a period, watch them with the sound down, because what you're looking for is body language affinity, where like they're all getting it. If you think about the disparate ideas at this table, and when you talk about the idea of, there's something in our food. There's a lot of stuff in our food that probably shouldn't be there. And every time they look, the more they find that can kill you. Everybody's head is going like this. Yeah, the food's a problem. My question to you is, if everybody's head is nodding like this, what is keeping anything from ever happening that moves us in the direction that
The food is delicious. That's the problem.
I would say.
That's what it is.
I'll tell you,
Who comes back from Italy saying, I can't wait to get some ragu?
that's right. I mean, in Italy, the food is it's more delicious.
But
than
we
what
don't
have,
live in
and they
Italy.
have-
We live near McDonald's.
Not yet.
But
Honestly, I'm so jealous of Italy. I really am, almost leaning toward the leave me alone side of things. But I can't help noticing something huge. You can go to Italy, eat endless amounts of pasta, cheese, and bread, all my absolute favorite foods, and somehow not gain a single pound. In fact, you might even lose weight. Meanwhile, here in America, everything feels over-processed and inflated with additives. It's frustrating. Feeding your family shouldn't feel like navigating a science experiment. I just want to be able to buy real, wholesome food without needing a chemistry degree to read the label. And for the record, I don't want to have to become a full-time farmer just to make that happen. Seriously, can a mom catch a break?
I mean, this is not rocket science.
I'm not talking about like,
The food is delicious. It is.
In America.
If I had 6 months to live,
You mean the
I'd eat
lousy food.
McDonald's every night.
Are you
and if I ate McDonald's every night, I'd have 6 months to live. Yes.
So look, I was on his team.
McDonald's isn't delicious? Who are we fucking kidding? It's delicious.
It's so. I mean, we should talk. But
I never have it, but it's delicious.
And how do you know?
I've had it.
Oh,
Have they changed the formula? I don't think so. Coca-Cola, also delicious
When they
product.
put the Big
I can see the success.
when they put the Big Mac on the thing and the guy.
Listen, just because you had McDonald's in the past, Bill Maher, and McDonald's is always gross and sucks, just because you had it in the past doesn't mean they did not change their recipe and they bring up Coca-Cola. Well, newsflash, dude, Coca-Cola used to have literal cocaine in it, okay? So, yeah, recipes change, okay? Get with the times.
Same way. I was out.
I know.
I was out. Anything that holds up better than my hairline, I'm not going to eat.
you know what's in it, and you still are able to find deliciousness in it.
I don't eat it. This is not rocket science, people.
Right.
I know something's delicious, and I know it's bad for me, so I don't eat it. Is that so hard to understand? Yes, but let's not deny that the one reason why people still do this is because people are always making decisions. All we are doing this every day, present versus the future. If I stay up another hour, I'll be tired in the morning, but I want to watch this.
Look,
I do it all the time.
You're
Oh, shit.
100% right about McDonald's and it tasting good, and that's one of the reasons we do it. And also, Casey's right about the McDonald's doing something to your body that then makes your body want more McDonald's.
Yes, it's
right? Like,
evil.
that's how it
It's
works.
engineered by
It's-
food
it's
scientists
totally engineered.
for you to think
Oh,
that it's delicious.
It's purposely addictive.
Like a drug, right? Yeah.
Their head, but nothing gets done because there are a bunch of moneyed interests here, and maybe you need, a
Right.
disruptor
Yes,
to
you do.
make something
And
happen.
over 20% of our GDP is dependent on us not talking about obesity. Honestly,
Yes.
17% of our GDP goes to healthcare, and a huge portion more goes to ultra-processed food. And there is a chokehold on talking about
Right, and-
anything that could make people feel empowered to not take part in that system, which depends on us being addicted to processed food and then sicken in the
And
hospital.
again, for the people who are going to yell at me because, oh my God, are you defending Robert Kennedy? Well, just remember, your view on obesity from the left, to go into that roster of things that I said that they're crazy about, was, first of all, it's body positivity. Was there ever more Orwellian phrase than that? It was it's not nothing positive.
Just because you've eaten McDonald's before, Bill Maher, doesn't mean it's the exact same thing today. Sure, McDonald's might not be everyone's favorite, I get it, but to act like they've never changed anything is ridiculous. And then bringing up Coca-Cola? Come on, newsflash. Coca-Cola literally used to have cocaine in it. Things evolve. Recipes change. Companies adapt. So maybe it's time to stop living in the past and acknowledge that, yeah, some things actually do get updated. Honestly, I I still can't wrap my head around what we just witnessed. Bill Maher and Chris Cuomo, two guys who've practically built their reputations around hating everything Trump does, actually came out in support of his Make America Healthy Again initiative. Not Trump himself, but the idea. And that's huge, because that's how real change begins. When people can set aside personal bias and back something that's genuinely good for the country. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to drop a comment saying Maha MGA to help boost this video in the algorithm. I'll see you all in the next one. Have an awesome night. Stay healthy and take care.